In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this elegant elf makeup. Also going to show you how to create elf ears with just cosmetic tips. Let us begin. So I'm going to start by applying my e.l.f. Studio Flawless Finish Foundation, dab it across my face, and then using a stroke and massage technique, I'm going to massage all the foundation into my skin. Next, I use a concealer to conceal all the imperfections on my skin, because I'm pretty damn sure elves don't have any flaws on their skin. So pat your concealer on gently, and here I'm using an illuminating concealer on areas of my face that I would like to brighten up, like the middle of my brow and my laugh lines. Pat gently and blend everything in. I'm gonna go ahead and set the foundation with a big fluffy brush. I'm also gonna use a sponge, and using my two-way foundation, I'm going to pat the foundation onto my skin. Using a sponge to finish your foundation gives it a really nice and smooth effect, so I highly recommend it. Since my hair will be blonde later on, I'm going to conceal the natural color of my eyebrows with a concealer. After I'm done, I set it with some powder. Next, I'll use e.l.f.'s Eyelid Primer in Gold. I'm going to rub the product all over my eyebrows, pretty much using it like an eyebrow mascara. Using an angled brush and some gold pigments, I'm going to go over my eyebrows to make them look blonde. Next, I use an eyeshadow brush, dampen it slightly, and then apply this pink plumpish color all over my eyelid. I'm going to concentrate and pull the colors of the eyeshadow outwards to give the illusion of a bigger and longer eyes than I actually have. Then I extend the color onto my lower lash line. Next, I'll use a brown eyeliner pencil to fake a crease that is higher than my actual one. I'm using the pencil as a gauge before I actually go all out with the eyeshadow, because I think it's just easier this way. Using an angled brush and some brown eyeshadow, I'm going to go over the line that I just created. Then I will blend everything out. As you can tell, this is pretty much like what they call a cut crease technique. I'm using a fluffy eyeshadow brush to slowly blend everything out naturally. I'm bringing the colors all the way into my inner corners. This is to help give the illusion of bigger and wider eyes, and also helps me to look more Caucasian. I'm not gonna lie, this technique can be a little bit tricky and you need appropriate brushes for it to work. So make sure you practice this before your cosplay. Next, I'll line my eyes with my liquid eyeliner. I have hooded double eyelids, so I usually have to line my eyes a lot thicker than other people for it to show up. I'm extending my eyeliner beyond my eye to help give the illusion of longer and bigger eyes. I'm also going to keep it as minimally cat-eye-ish as I can. I'm going to try and keep the eyeliner as straight and horizontal as I can, because I just want to make it look longer. To further enhance the almond shape, I'm going to use fake lashes that is fuller on the outside. And I'm not joking when I asked you to wait for the glue to be tacky before you glue it on, because it really makes a world of difference whether or not you will get the lashes on successfully. While the glue is drying, I'm going to continue to exert pressure onto my lashes to make sure it sticks. Ta-da! Next, I'll use a champagne eyeliner and line my waterline. This will help to give the illusion of bigger and brighter eyes. Using my angled brush, I'm going to go ahead and use this copper color to further enhance my eyebrows to make them look longer, because now that my eyes is longer, my eyebrows in turn looks shorter. I'm gonna use a mix of like different goldish color to create a more natural eyebrows. Next, I'm going to highlight my brow bones with my champagne eyeliner and a shimmery beige eyeshadow. Using a brown eyeshadow and an angled brush, I'm going to line my lower lash line. I'm going to concentrate most of the color on the outer edge. After I'm done, I'm going to apply lower fake lashes. I'm using one that has a clear lash bone because it gives it a more natural yet dramatic effect. Ta-da! To make sure my foundation looks as fresh as it can be, I'm going over it with powder again. Next is the blush. I'm going to use a mix of different colors. This is a coral peach and here is an orange color. I know it looks pretty crazy at the moment, but you really need a lot more colors on your face when you cosplay, because the wig and the costume would drain the colors away. Time for contour. Using an angled brush and brown eyeshadow, I'm going to draw two lines on the sides of my nose. This will help to slenderize my nose. I envision elves to have very delicate and prominent features, so I'm going to go all out with my contouring. I'm contouring underneath my nose in a triangular shape. This will help give the illusion of higher nose. With a fluffy brush, blend everything out. Next, using a fluffy eyeshadow brush and brown eyeshadow, I'm going to concentrate on creating a more deep set pair of eyes. I'll do that by applying more shadows on the area underneath the head of my brows. Blend everything out with a big fluffy brush. Next, I pat foundation onto the middle of my face to further slenderize the side of my nose and make my face look flatter and longer. Now that I'm done with my nose, I'm going to contour my face. I'm going to apply brown contour powder on the side of my face on areas that I would like it to recede. Then I'm using a big fluffy brush to blend things out to make it look more natural. And finally, it's time for highlight. I'm going to use this shimmery white highlighting powder and I'm going to apply it on the high points of my face. This time I'm going to concentrate a lot on my nose. Applying highlighter on the top of your lips and on the chin will help them to stand out. And of course, we highlight the inner corners of our eyes. This will bring attention to the center of the face and also contrast with the contour powder. And so I want to make my eyes look really regal and sharp. So I'm going to line the inner corners of my eye. Using a small angled brush and black eyeshadow, I'm going to mark out where I would intend to line my line. So using my trusty liquid eyeliner, I'm going to go over the shadow area that I just drew. And it's finally the lips. So I'm just gonna use a pinkish sort of color and dabbing it all across my lip, because I don't really think elves have much makeup on. Then I'm gonna use this skin colored lip liner and lining the outer corners of my lips. As you can tell, I'm actually outlining it out of my actual lip area. This is to create the illusion of bigger and fuller lips than I actually have. Then I give my lips a bit more dimension by using a peach color gloss and dabbing it on the middle of my lips. Clean up the corners of the lips with a tissue paper and we are done. Now it's time to wear the wig. So we'll be using this cosmetic tape to create our ears. It's originally used to create double eyelid and it's matte. Tear a small strip off and fold it into a pointed tip like this. Make sure you leave enough adhesive out so you can stick it to the back of your ear like this. This tip will be the base for us to continue building our ears on top of it. Tear another strip of tape and stick it onto your ear strategically. So what happened next is pretty much self-explanatory. It's a lot of small little tapes stick on top of each other strategically, and as you can tell, I'm just slowly building the shape of the ears. So make sure you press the tape into the natural crevices of your ears. This will help to make it look a lot more natural. And as you can tell, because the tape is matte in color, it blends into the skin almost like it's invisible. Another tape. So it looks pretty messy at the moment, but don't worry, just keep building onto the ears and it will eventually turn out good. Well, that said, if you intend to use this for a cosplay, I highly recommend that you practice this before the actual cosplay. But just in case things happen, and at least you would have a rundown of how this whole process happens and you will know roughly how much time you will need. And the ears are done. So what's next is just to apply foundation onto the ears to make it blend with the color of our skin. Arm and ear. So I'm gonna go ahead and wear my wig. And we are done. It has been a long transformation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe, comment and like. And that's all. Have fun!